Hi friends, it's Sandy from Scrapbooks Blessings Club, and I have another tutorial for you. We're going to be making a basic ATC card or artistic trading card. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get to doing all the embellishments, a couple things. If you're new to ATCs, they are going to measure at 2.5 by 3.5. You can make them vertical or horizontal. You want to start off with the base that's either a chipboard or a cardboard. Here I just went ahead and I cut a piece of cardboard from a cookie box. And then I cut my pattern paper to match at the 2.5 by 3.5. Now, if you don't want to use a pattern paper, you can go ahead and you can take your chipboard and you can sand it, crackle paint it, emboss it, but this is going to be your base. You want something a little heavier than cardstock. Okay. Now there's a couple things that you can do with artistic trading cards. You can go ahead and, well, of course you can trade them. There's clubs and swaps and groups that trade these cards. You can even get a stamp for the back of your card that has your name and the date. It almost looks like a baseball card back. But for our purposes, I'm just going to make this cute little one that I can save and keep, and then I can convert into a Valentine card. So that's a second use for the trading cards, is you can make a couple of these, keep them in a box, and then you can make cards out of them. I can make a tag out of them if I punch a hole and add some ribbon. I can also go ahead and do a use it as an embellishment on a layout. So they're very versatile. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with ours. What I like to use is I usually use Mod Podge, but for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and use my Tombow multi-purpose adhesive. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my pattern paper to my base. There you go, easy. Okay, now fun part here. A couple things I'll need to be using, or need to use, that I want to use, no need, is I have a couple stamps here from Stampin' Up. This one was just from a dollar bin, and then this key is from Stampin' Up. And then I'm also going to use this lace tape that I got online from Japan. So we're going to use that. And I have a couple Prima flowers we're going to use, and a little bit of the rhinestones. So let's go ahead and do my the stamps first. I'm going to use gray flannel Memento ink dewdrop, and I'm going to use my Prismacolor pencils because I want to go ahead and make the key silver, and I'm going to make the heart crimson red. So now the cardstock I'm using is Crafter's Companion, because I'll go ahead after I color this in. I'm going to use my odorless mineral spirits to help blend the color. Let's go ahead. We'll do the first one. Press down. And now for my key. Press that down. Okay, so there's my two images. Let me zoom in just a little. Click it. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and get we'll do the heart first. I'm going to go ahead and this is PC924, and I'm going to outline my heart in the crimson red. Put a nice thick layer on for the outline, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that towards the center. Okay, so let me get a blending stump and my odorless mineral spirits. There we go. Okay, and then just in little circles, I'm going to go ahead and start to spread the pencil in towards the middle. Now I'm going to take the key and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to use silver PC 949 and I'm going to color in. And then using the OMS, I'll go ahead and I'll blend that too. Okay, now I have them both colored, and what I'm going to do is taking my little scissors, I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut those. So I'll do that and then we'll come back and start to put our card together. Okay, so my heart with wings and my key are all colored in, and I'm going to grab my base. This is dry. And using this lace tape, I'm going to go ahead and cut off, probably about 3 inches, 3¼ inches. And then all I have to do is go and peel off and stick. So we'll come up just a little bit, 1/4 inch from the bottom. There we go. And wrap it around and stick it. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and take the key and using my Tombow monoadhesive, just put a little bit of glue. I'll shake it down. There we go. Just put a little bit of glue on the key. And I'm going to put that down at the bottom. Just like that. I'm going to grab my flowers. I think I'll do my flowers first. Taking the same glue, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of my flower. I'm going to come up here at the top. I want to keep the I love you here in the middle and try not to cover that up. There we go. Just do that one just a little bit off center. And then I'm going to take just a little rhinestone off the sheet here and add the rhinestone. There we go. We'll add that to the middle of my flowers. Press that down. And then last but not least, I have my little wings here that I want to put above the heart. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bend them in from the heart. And put it right here at the top with a little bit of glue. And then I'll just kind of fold them down just a little bit. Not too much. And there you have it. This is just a very simple basic ATC card that I can go ahead and use. I can either give it away as is, I can make it into a tag if I put a little, maybe around the corners and put a little punch at the top, or I can go ahead and use it as my focal point on a Valentine card. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and until next time, you can find us at www.scrapbooksblessings.blogspot.com. Bye-bye.